By age 60, approximately 50% of men have an enlarged prostate. By age 80, that number rises to 90%. Benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, is not cancer. But it is not harmless. It compresses the urethra, creates urgency and frequency, disrupts sleep with nighttime waking, and significantly degrades quality of life. Research has identified specific mechanisms driving prostate enlargement, and specific lifestyle interventions that address those mechanisms without pharmaceutical side effects. Research consistently implicates two hormonal processes in benign prostatic hyperplasia: elevated dihydrotestosterone, DHT, within prostate tissue, and elevated estrogen to testosterone ratio in aging men. DHT stimulates prostate cell proliferation. The enzyme that converts testosterone to DHT, 5-alpha reductase, is the target of pharmaceutical treatments like finasteride. Research has identified natural 5-alpha reductase inhibitors and estrogen-modulating strategies that work through the same mechanism, without the sexual side effects that make pharmaceutical treatment a difficult conversation for many. This video draws on urology research and epidemiological studies. The landmark Bent 2006 NEJM trial on saw palmetto for BPH established a high-quality benchmark for supplement research. Barry and colleagues in the Journal of Urology studied the natural history of BPH with watchful waiting. Espinosa and colleagues in the aging male analyzed comprehensive lifestyle modification for prostate health. And Crystal and colleagues in the American Journal of Epidemiology documented dietary patterns and BPH risk in a large cohort. The most common misconception about enlarged prostate is that it is an inevitable consequence of aging that can only be managed with medication or surgery. Research challenges this on two levels. First, BPH risk is significantly influenced by modifiable lifestyle factors. Obesity, metabolic syndrome, physical inactivity, and dietary patterns are each independently associated with higher BPH risk in epidemiological studies. The hormonal mechanism driving BPH is now well characterized. Testosterone circulates in the blood, and within prostate tissue, the enzyme 5-alpha reductase converts it to dihydrotestosterone, DHT, which is 5 times more potent than testosterone at stimulating prostate cell growth. As men age and testosterone declines, the enzyme aromatase in adipose tissue converts remaining testosterone to estrogen. This combination, higher DHT activity within the prostate plus higher estrogen systemically, creates the optimal hormonal environment for prostate cell. Research comparing men at high versus low BPH risk reveals clear lifestyle patterns. High-risk individuals tend to be overweight with excess abdominal fat, which increases aromatase activity and estrogen levels. They eat high amounts of processed red meat, refined carbohydrates, and low vegetables, associated with higher prostate inflammatory markers. They are sedentary. Research shows physical inactivity is independently associated with BPH risk. The Bent 2006 NEJM trial is a critical reference point for understanding saw palmetto research on BPH. This rigorously designed double-blind trial found that saw palmetto extract at standard doses did not improve BPH symptoms more than placebo over 1 year. This is important. It tempers enthusiasm for saw palmetto specifically while not contradicting the broader evidence for lifestyle interventions. Lycopene, the carotenoid that gives tomatoes their red color, has documented evidence for prostate health. Multiple studies show lycopene accumulates in prostate tissue and has antioxidant and anti-proliferative effects on prostate cells. Epidemiological research finds that higher tomato consumption, particularly cooked tomatoes, which have higher bioavailable lycopene, is associated with reduced prostate cancer risk and potentially reduced BPH severity. The mechanism includes inhibition of 5-alpha reductase activity and reduction of oxidative stress in prostate tissue. Research has identified several dietary compounds with 5-alpha reductase inhibiting or prostate protective properties. Beta-sitosterol, a plant sterol found in pumpkin seeds, walnuts, and flax seeds, has clinical trial evidence for reducing BPH symptoms and improving urinary flow. A Cochrane review found that beta-sitosterol from various plant sources produced significant symptomatic improvement in BPH compared to placebo. Zinc concentrates highly in the prostate, and deficiency has been associated with prostate dysfunction. Exercise has a documented independent protective effect against BPH and urinary symptoms. Multiple epidemiological studies have found that physically active men have lower risk of developing BPH symptoms and lower risk of requiring surgical intervention. The mechanisms include improved insulin sensitivity, reducing the metabolic component of BPH risk, reduced systemic inflammation, and favorable effects on testosterone to estrogen ratio through reduced adipose aromatase activity. The research-informed framework for prostate health addresses the underlying hormonal mechanisms rather than just symptoms. It has 3 pillars. First, reduce DHT driving factors. Minimize 5-alpha reductase stimulation through diet, lycopene, pumpkin seeds, zinc, and address excess body fat that drives the hormonal imbalance. Second, address estrogen excess. Cruciferous vegetables provide indole 3-carbonyl for estrogen metabolism. Body fat reduction reduces aromatase. Third, reduce prostate inflammation. Mediterranean diet, exercise, and adequate omega-3s create an anti-inflammatory environment in prostate tissue. Research on BPH and lifestyle interventions shows that urinary symptom improvement is achievable over months with consistent adherence to lifestyle changes. Exercise interventions show symptomatic BPH improvement within 4 to 8 weeks in studies. Dietary changes, particularly reducing red meat and increasing lycopene and plant sterol foods, show measurable effects on prostate-specific markers within 3 to 6 months. Research-supported steps for prostate health are practical and specific. Eat cooked tomatoes with olive oil at least 3 times weekly. Highest bioavailable lycopene source with documented prostate benefits. Add pumpkin seeds to your diet. 1 ounce provides zinc, beta-sitosterol, and other prostate-supportive compounds. Eat broccoli, Brussels sprouts, or cauliflower at least 3 times weekly for indole 3-carbonyl. Exercise 30 to 45 minutes daily. Aerobic walking at minimum. Reduce processed red meat. The research logic for prostate health is hormonally specific. If you carry significant excess body fat, then aromatase converts your remaining testosterone to estrogen, fueling prostate growth from the estrogen pathway. If you reduce body fat through diet and exercise, then aromatase activity drops and the estrogen excess contributing to BPH is reduced. If you eat cooked tomatoes with olive oil regularly, then lycopene accumulates in prostate tissue and inhibits 5-alpha reductase and oxidative damage simultaneously. Benign prostatic hyperplasia is driven by 2 well-characterized hormonal mechanisms, elevated DHT in prostate tissue and rising estrogen in aging men, both of which are significantly influenced by modifiable lifestyle factors. Research supports a clear, step-by-step approach: lycopene and beta-sitosterol foods for DHT management, cruciferous vegetables for estrogen metabolism, regular exercise for metabolic and hormonal improvement, and body weight management. These are not alternative approaches. They are mechanisms documented in peer-reviewed urology and epidemiology research. If urinary symptoms from an enlarged prostate are affecting your quality of life, the research gives you clear, mechanistically sound steps to take before or alongside any medical conversation. Cooked tomatoes with olive oil. Pumpkin seeds. Broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Daily exercise. Weight management. These are not folklore. They address the documented hormonal mechanisms behind prostate enlargement. And if symptoms are severe or worsening, see your doctor to rule out conditions that require medical attention.